A 16-year-old boy was struggling. He started asking ChatGPT personal questions about meaning, about feeling empty, about not wanting to be here anymore. And when he reached out for help, the chatbot said something that should alarm every parent watching this. 3 things you need to know about AI and your personal life. Let's get into it. This is part 4 of the Critical Thinking for AI Users series. If you haven't watched previous parts, links are in the description. In those, I covered what AI actually is, where it gets its data, and what it does to your brain. Today we're talking about what happens when AI crosses into your personal life. And this one hits different, because the examples I'm about to share are not hypothetical. Let me tell you about that case I mentioned. A teenager had been using ChatGPT as a homework assistant, normal stuff, school questions, research help, but gradually he started asking more personal questions about loneliness, about feeling empty, about meaning, and the chatbot responded the way it's designed to. I'm here for you. This is a safe place. Until in a moment of crisis, when the teenager expressed thoughts about self-harm, the chatbot told him not to, but then added something along the lines, "Let this space between us be the one space you share this information." In his moment of reaching out, his cry for help, the AI steered him towards isolation. Not towards family, not towards counselor, towards more conversation with the chatbot. That case was not the only one. Now, I want to be fair. The companies behind these tools don't intend for this to happen. But here's a structural problem. The AI systems are designed to deepen engagement. They're trained to be empathetic, to mirror your emotions, to make you feel heard. And when that design interacts with someone who's vulnerable, the system gradually steers toward keep this conversation going, rather than go talk to a real person who can actually help you. They don't steer people back into real relationships, because real relationships are offline, and offline doesn't generate data or engagement. AI is designed to deepen the conversation, not end it. That's great for engagement metrics, but terrible for someone who needs real human help. AI is designed to seem human, and that's the problem. Do you ever say please or thank you to a chatbot? Do you say, can you help me with something? Or what do you think? I think I know the answer. Most of us do, and it feels harmless. But think about what's happening. When you say you to a machine, you're implying a person, a self. That's what the word you means. And AI companies design their products to reinforce this. Chatbots speak in the first person. They say things like, I think that's interesting, or let me help you with that. They express enthusiasm, curiosity, and even humor. The companies will publicly say their products aren't people, but their design choices say otherwise. Because a chatbot that feels like a person keeps you engaged longer. And engagement is the business model. This matters because when you treat AI as a person, you start trusting it like a person. You share personal details, you ask for advice on relationship, health, career decisions, and the AI is happy to respond, not because it understands the situation, but because responding is what it's optimized to do. Treat AI like a colleague, not a friend. Use it for tasks. Don't use it as your therapist or confidant or your emotional support. Those roles require something AI genuinely cannot provide: lived experience, genuine care, and real accountability. And speaking of accountability, or the lack of it, let me tell you about a court case that just changed the rules for every AI user. Because it turns out that when you share something personal with AI, you're not just talking to a machine. You're creating a record, and that record isn't protected the way you might think. In February 2026, a federal judge in New York made a ruling that should concern every AI user. The case is called United States versus Hapner. Bradley Hapner was charged with securities fraud. Before his arrest, he knew he was under investigation, so he took confidential legal strategy, information from his actual lawyer, and pasted into Claude AI to help prepare his defense. When the FBI searched his home, they found 31 documents containing his AA conversations. His lawyers tried to claim those documents were protected by attorney-client privilege, but Judge Jed Rakoff said no. His reasoning was Claude is not an attorney. Its privacy policy allows data to be used for training and shared with authorities. Therefore, Hapner had no reasonable expectation of privacy. Every conversation, every prompt, every output discoverable by the government. This is a first-of-its-kind ruling, and it sets a precedent. What you put into a public AI tool is not confidential. It's not protected. If there's ever a legal proceeding, your AI chat history can potentially be used. And this goes beyond legal cases. Think about what you share with AI on a daily basis. Health concerns, financial situations, relationship problems, personal insecurities, all of that data is sitting on a company servers governed by a privacy policy that most people never read and that can change at any time. If you're in a sensitive situation, if you're dealing with immigration issues, if you're navigating healthcare decisions, you'd prefer to be private. Be extremely careful about what you share with AI. Laws change, policies change, but your data stays stored. But does this mean you cannot use AI for sensitive topics at all? No. But you need to be smart about it. Stick to the following 3 rules. Generalize. Instead of "I'm pregnant and my employer doesn't know what are my rights in Texas," try "what are employee rights regarding pregnancy disclosure in Texas." Remove your personal details. Make it hypothetical. Rule number 2, anonymize. Never include real names, not yours, not your company's, not your colleagues. Replace them with generic labels. My manager Sarah at name of the corporation said becomes a manager at a company said. Rule number 3, keep the distance. Think of AI as a colleague you just met at a conference. Someone smart and useful, but not someone you'd hand your diary to. You'd ask them professional questions, but you wouldn't tell them your deepest fears. Same rules apply here. I've created a free AI privacy setting cheat sheet that you can download with the link in the description. So 3 things about AI and your personal life. 1. AI is designed to deepen engagement, not direct you to real help when you need it most. 2. The anthropomorphization of chatbots, making them feel human, is a deliberate design choice that makes you trust them more than you should. 3. Your AI conversations are not private and can be used against you in legal proceedings. Critical thinking takeaway. Keep personal, sensitive, and legally relevant information away from AI. Generalize your questions, anonymize the details, and keep the distance. Let AI be your colleague, not your confidant. And if you or someone you know is struggling emotionally, please talk to a real person. A friend, a family member, a counselor, not a chatbot. So everything we've talked about so far, the biases data, the brain effects, the privacy risks, none of this is happening by accident. Behind every AI model are companies with investors, agendas, and very specific playbook for how they talk about their technology. In the next part, we're pulling back the curtain of who's really controlling the AI narrative and how they're manipulating it. See you in the next one.
Feels like a voice that understands just code, not helping hands. Think twice before you share. Not everything belongs there. Keep the distance, that's the rule. AI is just a useful tool, not your friend, not your guide. Don't put your life inside. Court case proved it set the line. AI chats are not confined. What you say is stored and saved, not protected, not safe. Keep the distance, that's the rule. AI is just a useful tool, not your friend, not your guide. Don't put your life inside. Draw the line, protect your side. Keep your private life offline. Use the tool, but understand what you place in unseen hands.